We continue our special series, Man of the People, which focuses on ordinary members of the Communist Party of China. In this episode, we go to southwest China's Yunnan province, where a film lover has dedicated years of his life to projecting movies for farmers in poor and remote areas. He says it's a way to help them learn more about the outside world. Yang Jinhao has the story.
Screening movies for people living in mountainous villages. That's what Yang Mingjing has long been dedicated to. For the volunteer projectionist from Nujiang in southwest China's Yunnan, his obsession with motion pictures dates back to childhood.
When I was little, we needed to trample over mountains for a movie played by certain families who charged 50 cents. Then I thought it would be great if I could send movies to where they are needed free of charge in future.
Sitting on the border with Myanmar, Nujiang is home to several unique ethnic groups, such as the Lisu people. Its remoteness has made it one of China's poorest regions. Yang started voluntary screenings in 1998. He said it came as a big challenge at the beginning.
It is impossible to drive cars on the narrow, unsurfaced roads like this, and equipment has to be carried by manpower or even horse. In places with wider roads, I'd drive a motorcycle.
Over the past 2 decades, Yang has toured numerous villages and screened thousands of movies out in the open. He says he feels a great sense of fulfillment from it. On one occasion, an elderly man who couldn't understand Mandarin said to Yang if only he could screen movies in their Lisu language.
Hearing this, I spent 3 months managing to adapt a projector. When I returned to the village, he was very happy and said I was so nice. It is these moments that make me feel my efforts are worthwhile.
Harsh natural conditions are just part of the challenge. To carry on with his passion, Yang later set up another tire store.
In the past, I only needed to think of myself. But after getting married, I had to get a stable source of income to support my family. So I opened this store.
In 2018, the movie aficionado encountered the biggest setback of his life. A gas explosion seriously wounded his wife and took the life of his youngest daughter. But the tragedy didn't stop him. And his devotion goes far beyond film screening. He collects old-fashioned projectors and film strips, which are currently exhibited in a government-sponsored venue.
Next, I want to set up an experience hall where visitors will be able to learn how to play a traditional film under our guidance. This is one of my biggest wishes.
Today, the whole region has been lifted out of extreme poverty, and locals now have more options for entertainment. But Yang believes the open-air cinema will always play a special role, especially for the left-behind children and the elderly.
I will keep screening films until I'm unable to carry the machines. As long as I have one viewer, I will serve him or her well.
Yang Jinhao, CGTN, Yunnan Province.